It's Week 17 of the National Football League, and we'll see the Broncos' burner at wide receiver. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Broncos and the Chiefs, and it's coming up next.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We go from Denver. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. And his first look is incomplete. These two teams have met up in Denver earlier this season with the Broncos winning that one. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Mahomes going to leave it with Edwards-Helaire on the draw. He's not going to get there. That one going to be close. He was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. A 40-yard punt, giving 3 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU at Zach Wilson. In motion goes the tight end. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
From the 38, Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They'll run on first down. It's Reese. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. The Broncos at 13-2 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, Reese, and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Here we go now on first and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Reese, and he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. On second down, it's Reese.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal.
Now a handoff up the middle. Redmond. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a save. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Let's take it at around the 40.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 30. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They'll keep it on the ground. Reese, and he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Now Wilson on 1st down. This is Reese on the ground. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold it for just a short gain.
They'll go option to the short side. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. 2nd quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Up the middle they go. It's Reese, and they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Wilson.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something. They can get him a completion and get him going. Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we're talking about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
In motion, the tight end.
Wilson going to try once more.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Let's go, let's go.
Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Pretty sizable gain of 8 that time on the keeper, but now it's 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he is going to have the Broncos first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They'll get 7 yards there on the keeper, but still fourth down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now here's Mahomes. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And Mahomes going to hustle him up to the line here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Avant brings it in. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Mahomes to throw once more. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. That is incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggling to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. It seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Blankenship's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Now maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's in his own second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard gain.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, That's all you're looking for, but he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time. That's caught inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. Caught on the slant. Touchdown Broncos. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, Reese. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently second in the league in first downs, and they pick up one here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? It keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Wilson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On first down, it's Reese.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. 106 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards. Now a handoff up the middle.
Redmond.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They're bringing a spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 2nd down now, it's Reese. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Reese. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Here we go on 4th down. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run on 1st down. It's Reese, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2nd down and goal. Wilson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Broncos are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
You're impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for.
And it's second down.
Now Mahomes. Pulled in by Avant.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Denver's offense now set to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Reeves. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 132 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Up the middle they go. Redmond. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Throwing is Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Shepard. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Reese. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves them a few inches short here on 4th down. Wilson on the keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Snow. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now a handoff up the middle. Redmond. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Up the middle they go. It's Reese. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. And the Broncos get there and take him down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Bulldozes past him. Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's caught. Smith. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Mahomes going to throw. This is intercepted. Jared Stingley picks it. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 41. This defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football. And look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Right back to him on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Snow. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And when you break it down, you know, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Denver, they continue to show they'll be a tough out in the playoffs as they move to 14-2 on the year.